Hello everybody, my name is Isaac Tears and I'm the Bard of Bardic Logs. And for once, I will not be your DM today. That honor is held by the big ol' pickle. Well, I, Isaac, am the player. I shall be playing Knott. And next to me shall be Gryph playing old Joe. And together, we three welcome you to Ascension Part 7. I consider this a win. Like, I think I just covered our entire asses this whole getaway, old Joe. You just have to poop when you're a bird. Telepathically into old Joe's head. You just gotta shoot like a bird now on.
I mean, it's not like we're gonna be here for very long. I suppose I can do it.
You're good, you're good. Either way, old Joe, I love your...
Like, oh, and by the way, we might want to leave very early in the morning.
Are you tired? Because, like, we could just leave now.
Old Joe just sort of looks around like, I may have poisoned the castle.
That's what the fuck you were doing? Old Joe, Knott's head spins.
Might be a better king, so I sped up your plan.
Knott's head physically fucking spins around. As he goes to, like, so what happens, as I explained, he goes to facepalm himself, like I should have fucking known. Slaps himself too hard, his head spins around 360. In fact, make it 720, he goes around a few times. And he just ends up looking right back at you, old Joe, in complete shock and disarray. I was talking about that as, like, a potential plan. You did what?
And I put the plan into action.
You did what?
He just shrugs and is like, there's a lot of people. The king was being a dick. I put poison in the soup. We need to leave early.
We need to leave now, old Joe.
I need to poop as a bird. You just told the prince that.
We could just leave and then we don't have to ever prove that.
They wouldn't know it was me.
They won't, exactly. That's why we have to leave now, before they suspect us.
No, that is very suspicious. I'm just gonna blame the dragonborn dude that left.
Or the elf.
The one who left hours before.
Or the elf, the one that clearly had an issue with the king.
Or the elf. Honestly, there's a lot of people that we can take the fall. Let's rather stay.
If you sleep, I could spend time setting up a fall for Ranald. Just make it look like it's the elves. While you sleep.
Yeah, I mean, just that's fine with me. If you give me a second, he looks over and just like shrugs, wild shapes into a bird.
Shits on the fucking toilet.
Taking a shit. Not even on the toilet, just on the floor because there's no nesting.
You gotta make a point. Exactly. Boom. We're covering our asses. Okay. Also, don't forget to recast Ray's dead. We don't want him turning over overnight.
True. Yeah, as soon as he wild shapes back, he's just gonna look at it and like, I can always recast it in the morning. We only got back with the king in the afternoon. Well, let's just rather recast it, then we've got an extra 24 hours.
Exactly. While he's doing that, Knott's going to stand outside, panic. Cause like, oh god. Paylor, why?
So, you guys, I assume you guys spend the rest of the evening at some point maybe sleeping, but probably primarily just being like, okay, who do we plan to take the fall for this? Because somebody's got to do it.
No, we know who's it gonna be. It's gonna be the elf.
He took a shit and then he went to bed.
Yeah, this is old Knott's issue. This is not old Joe's issue. This is why Knott said, I'll handle it while you sleep. Old Joe knows the plan. It's the nap. Old Joe needs his nap. He's old. So I would say,
oh my god.
Well, old Joe naps. Knott is just going to, there's a wonderful feature I think I have, called, I'm able to just look like a mannequin, like I'm like a clothing mannequin. So Would it be weird if people had like a clothing mannequin whispering that the elves did it in their bedrooms at night? Like an hour for each royalty, you know?
Okay.
I'm just saying.
My God,
I'm just saying.
Here's what's gonna happen. Here's what's gonna happen. One, you gotta make. How many people are you wanting to go do this for? Are you just gonna like bust into people's bedrooms and hope they don't wake up and then be like, the elves killed the king? Give me some details here so I have something to work with. Oh my God.
I'm just more. So I don't even have an idea yet. As much as I was just asking about the idea if it's possible, because I can turn into a mannequin. So the idea is I would stealth in there, not like waking them up. Stand there. So if they wake up, it's like, oh, it's just the mannequin. But then all of them will wake up and be like, we don't have a mannequin, but they won't know who it is. But all they know is that the elves did it. And at night, their dreams told them the elves did it, the elves did it, the elves did it.
Okay.
Is that possible to do social manipulation?
At the very least, in terms of going through the motions of this, regardless of whether or not it's actually successful, I would allow this. Like, I would create some checks for you to do this with. But I also need you to A, give me some more specifics about what exactly you're wanting to do, because B, you guys are on a bit of a time economy thing right now, because at this point it's like middle of the night passing into the late, like early morning.
You're right.
Well before the sunrise or the dawn.
You know what? We don't got enough time.
You've only
Fuck
got so much time.
Knott's gonna go cuddle the zombie and just go sleep.
Jesus H. Okay.
He needs some kind of comfort. He doesn't have anyone.
I'm not mad. I'm just. Oh my God! You were like, hey, can I go like fucking Pavlov people and tell me that the elves killed the king? Oh my God! Can I just say, I have missed you guys.
Oh, thank you. I think I can speak for both of us.
This is session fucking 4. Oh,
session 4. Can I Pavlov the royalty?
So, okay. Unless you guys are wanting to do anything else, we are going to move from the evening back into
early morning.
The next day.
Yes, please. I would like to wake us up before any normal human being would normally wake up.
So
have you set any kind of...
Yeah, Joe's normal wake-up time. AKA our normal wake-up time. We would like to be, and I think old Joe will agree to this, very loud and obvious that we're happy, have no idea that the king is dead. We're not stating that. We're just putting that air that everything's okay, nothing wrong has happened. We're gonna go get breakfast and then start heading our way out.
Old Joe is gonna complain loudly that there's still not any nesting for him.
And Knott will also bring up that there was no nesting or a blanket for the zombie.
Okay, so here is what's gonna happen. Do you have any kind of like spell you do, or do you only do so many hours of meditation naturally or something that would allow you to like determine what time you wake up by?
Well, Knott doesn't have to sleep. He just goes into like a sentry mode.
Okay, fair enough.
So he's able to just be literally any point. So usually old Joe just uses him as an alarm clock. Like I just walk up and slap old Joe in the face.
Generally.
With chill touch specifically to wake him up. Because he doesn't wake up to normal slap. You have to hit him with chill touch. If not, old Joe is also an elf. So elves sleep 4 hours. Because of their whole against streaming thing. Wait, I forgot. Are you an elf or are you an orc, old Joe?
I'm an orc, dude.
You're an orc, that's right. We're talking about elves. I'm sorry, I misspoke. He's an orc, so he doesn't need as much sleep. I misspoke. I meant orc. Same thing, orc.
Oh my god.
Sorry, elves do the meditation. Orcs just need less sleep.
Yeah, they just brute force their way through like insomnia. Like,
basically.
Yeah.
Sorry,
All right.
I messed up. I meant
Um,
elves do the meditation. I misspoke. My bad, Miss Soul Joe.
What about old Joe?
No, I just saying my bad, old Joe, for calling you an elf.
Luckily,
You call me
Isaac said it. Luckily, Isaac said it and not.
Not would be
Old Joe
beheaded.
be insulted.
Yeah, no, he'd be
Yeah,
beheaded.
like I'll have the zombie carry Knott's head around.
God damn it. Yeah, that's my bad.
You guys know that if Knott was beheaded, the first person to take his head would be R, right?
Yeah, R would be wearing me like a mask.
Okay.
But
So-
yes. So we get up. I wake old Joe up with a bitch slap of a chill touch to the face. Not enough to damage him, just cool my hands down to make it ice cold for him. We wake up, we leave, we mentioned a few people about the nesting never coming, or blankets for the zombie, and we go to eat.
Okay, so as you guys
Before
open
that,
the...
Oh, before
Uh-huh.
that,
Yeah, before we leave, though, I'm gonna cast what's it called, the poison thing.
detect poison.
No, it's resistance to poison. I just can't remember its name.
Oh, you don't have to eat it. We're just gonna go watch them die. We don't have to eat shit.
But I'm hungry.
Oh. He's like, I'm hungry. I have to eat the poison shit. You know what? Fine. Old Joe, if you don't eat the poison shit, what if I sneak you like more fresh bread?
But the soup smells really nice.
It's really, but you poisoned the soup, old Joe.
I'm still eating it.
Oh my god,
Just cast
okay.
protection from poison.
Yes, he'll cast protection from poison so that he can eat it while everyone else dies around us. And Knott doesn't have to eat, so Knott sits there and plays with the food.
Okay, so here's what I see as happening. So you guys wake up maybe an hour, before dawn. Something where it's still enough time for old Joe to have gotten a little bit of sleep, and not, of course, you're just waiting it out basically. But before the castle really gets into its routine, maybe there are some late night guards and servants and stuff who are still up, or some who are just getting their day started extra early. But you open the door to your apartment in the castle, and you see, waiting in a sleeping Sir Willamette's lap, a little note outside of your apartment. And so you take up the scroll, and after a quick cursory glance, you realize that it's sealed with a royal seal.
Oh god. Hello, I know you poisoned the soup. Oh god. Now I'm nervous.
Do you guys open the note to read it real quick?
What if we just don't?
No. Just leave
No,
the note. I already cast protection from poison.
We already
I want
know
my
us.
soup and then we're leaving.
You know what? Go ahead, old Joe. I'm gonna read the note and I won't tell you what it says. So just tell me. In fact, Pickle, just DM me what the note says.
Okay, hang on.
So, old Joe, while we're walking, while she does this, we'll just simulate me and you walking. So while we're walking, I like to imagine, old Joe, you're grumpy as shit, because you're just kind of always grumpy. And you're like, man, why aren't these people dead yet? Well, Knott is swinging his arms, being a little too cheery, trying a little too hard. Old Joe nudges him, stop, being too fucking jolly.
I'm just no. It's too early. It's always too early for how cheery you're acting. No, just calm down.
My bad. And at this point, we'll tap what looks to be a notable servant on the head, and state, that man over there is sleeping. We won't bring up the letter. We'll just state that he was sleeping. He is sleeping on the job. Well, also, by the way, we never got our nesting or the blankets for our zombie, as I hook a thumb to the zombie. By the way, did you... and this is not to the man. This is to you, Thermic. Did you recast Animate Undead on him? Or you did that last night?
Yeah, I did it last night.
Okay, cool. So we don't have to worry about him. Yeah, and you didn't get blankets for our undead friend.
Not yet. Yeah, and because his neck is still broken, his head's kind of lolling around
Oh
as
my
he's
God.
walking with you guys.
That is
Now I'm
awesome.
just imagining nearly headless Nick from Harry Potter.
I forgot I broke his fucking neck. That's my bad. Broke a man's neck and just kind of went on with my life. So we'll do that, and then we'll go to the kitchen. I like to imagine there's like a not kitchen, the dining room. There's like a bustling area. Everyone's like, ooh, woo, yay, people. We're eating. We're so happy. No one's gonna die. And then exactly. And what? Griffin, not Griffin. Oh, Joe, where should we eat? But in your head, I'll telepathy just tell you, where should we watch them die?
Well, Joe, just like, well, I see a spot in the back that can look, and it's near an exit, so, I don't like being indoors for a long period of time, so I think let's sit at the back.
We watch them die, and then we slip out the back. In a panic, amongst the panic.
No, we watch them die, and then we coordinate to meet the king.
Right now, I think that would look ultimately suspicious. Like, why are these two coronating that fucker who have no authority to...
Oh no, not immediately. I'm releasing control over the zombie so Prince Lunik can kill it.
Oh, so we pretend... But wait, no. Because hold on. Pickle's smart. She's also a lawyer. So, like, if we release the zombie, they're going to say the zombie was our fault, and we're going to jail. Just stick with the suit plan, and we'll just say that Prince Ludik goes by the generational thing. You don't want the lawyer to get evidence on us. I did criminal justice, forensics. I know lawyers.
Which means we're bastards.
Isn't it strange, though, that I wanted to go into law and lawyering as well, and then, it didn't happen. It's strange that the three of us all got into some form of it, though.
Of law, yeah.
Listen, I love my work, but the actual process to becoming a lawyer, like law school, is hell. I literally told Gryph, I was like, I am going through some shit weekly now. Like, I swear, that's part of the hell of like trying to get back into the force with like DM.
One of the best things of living in my country, at least, is everything is easily accessible as long as you have enough money.
Yes.
I'll just
wait, hold on. Sorry, not to distract you, Pickle, so you can focus on typing it out. Oh, never mind.
Good. I did like a little quick blurb. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna have to ask you guys to like do a mini recap of like where you're wanting to go in the castle/town and all that. Just because I had to like kind of multitask, like writing this note really quickly, and then also be like, oh fuck, where are they going to watch people die? So, you guys...
Oh, that's a great letter. That's a fantastic letter.
You.
Oh my god, I love that letter. I wish, Griffin, you would read this.
You're welcome to tell him if you want. I'm not stopping you.
You know what?
I'm gonna...
You can do it out of character.
Out of character, I'm reading this out loud. Ready? So it's, in Knott's head, he reads to himself. My newfound friends... Yes. Forgive me for my sudden outbursts you witnessed the previous day. This festival accompanies various stresses each year, expected and not, and I have become easily vexed as a result. Before your departure, I would ask for an audience with you both in order to more fully discuss the previous day's attacks. I have several concerns which I believe you both could address. As we're like... Oh my god, that's a beautiful, because we're on our way to literally, because King's gonna look at us and be like, oh, he has the letter, so after we're done eating, I can go talk to them. Not knowing what's about to happen. Oh my god.
Fine.
No, of course it's fine. We're fine. The King's fucked.
Yeah, but I don't care about that. This is just gonna make us look like bigger heroes.
Yeah, we're gonna try to save the king.
In medicine, I'm gonna pretend to try and save him.
And I'm gonna do prestidigitation. No, I'm gonna do false life, so he looks like he's dead already, whether he's dead or not.
Dude, I'm just gonna cast animate dead. They're not gonna know what he died from.
Because then he's gonna turn into a zombie. We're like, oh my god, he was poisoned, become a zombie.
I mean, my question is, do you want a kingdom?
Wait, what? Run that by me again?
Do you want a kingdom? I guess we are getting rid of all the... Oh my god, did neither of us told Prince not to eat the soup?
It's fine.
Yeah, and
Oh,
like I said,
fuck.
I need you guys to do a very brief just recap of like where it is you're wanting to go in the castle. Are you guys wanting to go to
We're
the
in
main
the dining
room /
room.
dining hall?
Yeah, and we're gonna watch from the corner.
But we kept the prince up late and we woke up ungodly early, so I doubt he'd be here yet.
Is the prince there when we walk in? That's before they eat. We have to find the prince and at least tap his back with poison. Resist.
So, you guys ask around a little bit to like, hey, we are the special invitees. We are looking for some grub.
Where's the king?
Because we are planning to, yeah, that kind of shit. So you guys, with your, your zombie and your dolls, your dolls.
My puppets. They're not dolls. They're action figures.
Shut the fuck up! I swear to God. So, you guys, after asking around a little bit, some of the terms like, oh well, the feast doesn't begin properly until midday, but you guys are welcome to eat in the dining hall or in the throne room where we have like different tables set up. So
we have to wait till midday to see people die.
I told you guys they were preparing for the feast for the next day. I said what I said.
No,
Bitch.
you're right. We just thought it was gonna be like the morning, like people. What is this fucking Thanksgiving? They gotta wait till like dinner. I thought like people wake up and do things for feasts. Damn it.
You guys are also up at like 4 or 5 in the morning. Just saying.
Is this not? Wait. No, we said like 7. Oh god, I thought that's what we were going for, like 7 in the morning.
No, it was 5 in the morning.
Before dawn, the sunrise is around like 6-ish.
Well, I don't want to wake
thinking
up
about
before
daylight
dawn.
saving time.
Old Jill still needs a nap.
Okay, fair. So okay. So let me fucking clarify this just so we're on the same page, because that's my bad. I got turned around with like not only when dawn is, because daylight savings changes fuck me over every time, but also you guys are wanting to get up at around like 6-ish, give or take.
Yeah, because that's what I believe dawn, like the full rise is around 6, which is when like druids would get up.
Yeah, that makes sense. Again, I'm thinking of like daylight savings when like the sunrise would like start at like 5:36 kind of thing.
Think of old Joe like a farmer. He wants to get up when the dawn is it's shining and actually shining, not when the sun actually comes up. Right.
So you guys enter the dining hall. There's a couple of, or not the dining hall, the throne room, which for the purposes of this festival has also been made into a bit of like a socializing eating place for the various nobility who have come here.
Nobility.
And you don't really see anybody nobility and among like like bits of porridge here and there, some bread, like a very like light like spread for breakfast at this point.
Can someone move the zombie assassin over here with us?
You know what? I'm just gonna give one of you guys control. Hang on.
If you give us both control, that'd be kind of funny. So we could just like move his ass.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, if you guys both control, that means
okay.
if he's gone, I can move it for him.
Yeah. So
Actually,
I'm not gonna
also gives me another idea. Thank you, Pickle. Now the zombie assassin's also gonna eat some of this. Why would I poison my own minion?
Food?
Yeah, I mean, I guess the zombie is fully resistant to poison, but I guess some people may come to that conclusion.
Exactly, he might just sit a bit more.
So, sorry, I just...
So if the zombie eats the poison, will his teeth be wyvern poisoned? That's like trying to poison a blade, right? So if the zombie bites someone, they get wyvern poison, right?
not getting into this with y'all for a minute. Okay, let's just fucking set the scene for a second, and then we can deal with
we're
shit.
doing
I
this.
demand to know if my zombie is now going to be able to have a wyvern poison bite it.
Yeah.
It's critical.
You know what?
It's moist critical, you could say.
You know what? If/when it ingests poison, I will fucking let you know at that point whether it now has a fucking poison bite or not, like a fucking Pokemon. I will let you know if that HM power will.
TM, thank you,
work.
not HMs.
Main,
HMs are
in the main fucking time.
Forgettable.
Those are the single-use ones. And they always make the best moves single-use. It fucking sucks.
Exactly,
Anyway,
TMs.
Shut up. It's been like a year since I played Pokemon. Shut up. Anyway, fuck. So, you know, Pikachu breaks through the ceiling and accompanied by Donkey Kong. Roll for initiative. I swear
Oh
to
god, Super Smash
We're gonna make the
Bros.
Smash Brothers.
Doop, doot,
Yeah.
doot, doot, doot.
And old Joe just looks down and I've waited a long time for this. He pulls out 5 cards and summons Exodia.
I pull out my to insult Pikachu, I pull out my Digimon.
As an aside, okay, in case you guys are ever interested in this, I have, like, I'm calling it a D&D, like, tabletop bucket list. There are certain things I want to either play or run as a campaign in my, like, TTRPG lifetime. So, or like a pen and paper RPG. That's what I mean. So, I would love to run a Shrek campaign at some point that is just for having the wackiest, zaniest, most bullshit characters ever with Shrek, because it makes for a very great D&D campaign. So, do it what you
I'm playing the Bard.
You give me the donkey, sure.
Well, you guys will have to be limited to Shrek characters. It's literally like, because Shrek has like a bunch of fairy tale characters.
I'm Princess
I'll
Fiona.
Donkey.
You could be like, no. On God,
I'm
Queen,
Fiona.
Mistress.
I think Donkey has a charisma modifier of like +20.
I mean, he sleeps with a dragon.
He has an
Donkey
intelligence
rolled
of 3.
to seduce the dragon. He succeeded in seducing the dragon. I'm just saying.
And he got her pregnant.
I'm just saying. Donkey is a bard of another level.
Donkey is just a druid that multi-class bard and got stuck in his wild shape.
and then Shrek is a paladin of the swamp. Fiona is a fighter. And then all we gotta do is get Puss in Boots for the ranger, or kind of rogue. I'll be Puss in Boots. Oh my god.
And then we can have Mongo, the giant cookie for
He would be a swashbuckler rogue, and you know it.
Swashbuckler rogue is the only
then-
way to get Puss in Boots. It's the only way
then-
during the I Need a Hero scene where he takes on those knights that he quite literally does the swashbuckling feat. You know what I'm talking about? He quite literally does the feat from Swashbuckler. Yeah, where he knocks them into them and swipes to multiple people while maneuvering. He literally does it.
I have
I think we might have gotten distracted from it.
single-handedly derailed this stream in this session with Shrek campaign.
No, fuck it. Fuck Ascension. We are now Shrek the D&D campaign. Alright, donkey!
Okay, real talk, if you guys wanted to alternate Shrek with Ascension, I would totally be fine with that.
Shrek, Ascension, and Cowboys and Drows. What else is there?
Oh my god! Holy shit, that's the play! That's the play! Oh my god, that's amazing.
I could always do you another one, and we can run Angels and Demons.
Old-timey rubber hose cartoon, Angels
Oh my
and
god,
Demons.
this sounds amazing.
Where we're all canonically black and
I took my
white.
inspiration from Evil Con Carne, so it's just a brain controlling a bear trying to control the world.
But we only do that if it's rubber hose and we're canonically black and white.
Of course, the only thing in color is coincidentally
Blood.
death, and he's pink.
And blood is green. Don't ask why. It's censorship. Quentin Tarantino. High five. All right, back to the campaign though. Ascension that we are playing now.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Yes, okay, that's what I was fucking doing, I swear. I was setting the scene for you guys to go ahead and be aware, like, to spectate the demise, of all these fucking people.
Yeah.
In theory, like I said, the feast does not go on until noon, so you guys are there pretty early. But so you walk in, and like I said, the throne room has been converted into a throne room / kind of semi-dining hall / socialization place for the upper crust to come and just kind of wait to get lit for each day of the festival, basically.
Get lit,
as they
bro.
please. They get fucking turned the
On
further it gets
opium.
into the festival.
Oh yeah. But they're not getting past the second day of. They're not getting past the midday thing, so I guess it doesn't matter how fucked up they get, huh?
It's responsible consumption of opium such that they do not contribute to the opium crisis. Anyway, so
and there's one dude smoking the ganja. Hell yeah.
Every time. Goddamn. That's a basic party fave.
There's one stoner guy in the corner, huffing and passing, and he's got spiked hair. I kind of don't want the stoner to die now, but it's too late. He's gonna die, and he's here. But
Unless he gets immunity from smoking all the time.
You're right. He actually smoked so much, he got the opposite of the munchies.
You're right. But so you walk in, and with there, like I said, being like a couple of sparse, things laid out here and there for you to kind of munch on as you please. No soup yet. You guys notice that the only person who's really in the throne room, other than you guys of note, is Chica of the Waste, who's is just like sit off next to a table, nibbling on some bread and kind of sipping on like some early morning wine.
Oh God, I forgot all about the people we met. This is why we were antisocial, so we could do this, but then you're bringing the few people I do know to make me feel bad. Oh no. Oh no, Chica.
Old Joe is fine.
You got
just
what the fuck did you expect?
I know, I forgot about Chica though. I thought she was like an advisor, not like nobility.
Are you going to tell old Joe about Chica, and then I can do something about the poison?
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna point out a few people to you. How many spell slots do you have for the poison?
Oh no, I don't have. I've got like 2 left, but I don't need to do that. I can do something else.
Okay.
Are you guys gonna strangle Chica at 6 a.m?
Prince, Lunik, and Chica both need to survive. So if you want to just anti-poison the prince, I can go seduce Chica, and we can go fuck in a closet while this is going down.
I was more thinking of you leading the prince over to her, and me just making hallucinatory terrain and making the hallucination real. Have them walk into a swamp. And yeah, that's a Shrek reference. Thank you very much, Pickle.
Why would that make sense though? Because then they'd be like freaking out and screaming. And you gotta keep in mind, they're still here. They're seeing a swamp, but they're still here. They'll start screaming and alert everyone. And the moment someone touches them, the illusion breaks.
Damn you! Why do you always have to destroy what would have been fun?
Because I'm a DM and I know what she's gonna do. What if we do this?
Fine.
What if we do this? Go pat the prince on the back, ask him how he's doing today, then come back. I'm gonna go seduce Chica and talk about my long wooden shaft, and hopefully they don't die.
Yeah, I can save them. I can always upcast it.
You could just upcast, then why don't I just get the prince and save me bringing my shaft up?
Because it's fun.
That's what she said.
So if I fail the shaft, then
fun.
You're gonna do it?
Yeah. If you show her the stick.
God. So I have to try first, or you're not? Okay, fine. I go get the prince. Where's the prince? I would like to look for the prince.
the prince is not in the throne room. You're welcome to do like grab a nearby servant and just kind of see if you can talk them into being like, hey, where is he? But also bear in mind, it is early morning.
Yeah, we'll probably just wait. I'm gonna go talk to Chica. Fine. Old Joe, you do your thing. I'm gonna go talk to Chica, and we'll see how it goes. Knott is gonna swagger on up to this tabaxi, and not knowing exactly what he's gonna do, he's just gonna, cause that whole shaft joke, that was Isaac making the joke. Knott has no idea what the fuck he's gonna do. He brought that up as like a possibility because he thought about it, but at the end of the day, Shodel just has to like tap him on the shoulder and kind of give him a quizzical look, and not just shakes his head like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. While he's walking and strutting up to Chica, in fact, Knott's gonna look to Bella. How do you seduce a woman?
Do you want me to answer that for
Yes.
Bella, or what do you want to do that for
No,
Bella?
no. Please, Pickle, tell me how to seduce Chica.
Okay. Just to clarify, can Bella talk?
Yeah, they all can talk telepathy to me, and only me.
Okay. It's just that R has chosen not to up until this point.
Yes.
Hilarious.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, if you need a refresher, we retextured the Pack of the Chain. So, for all three. Remember, all three of them are parts of Knott's personality that was taken by the warlock and made their own personalities. So, R is that weird, curious, morbid part of Knott. Bell's the dancer, the strategist, and Shodel's the childlike, innocence, and they each cover part of his stats. So they are their own thing. They're their own personality. So they can talk, eat, do whatever. They got their own thoughts besides Knott.
Right. Completely brain farted on that for it's like I said, it's the annoyance of like, oh, the last time we played was like a month and a half ago.
You're good. That's why we're here to remind.
Yeah.
But yeah,
hey man, listen, I'm not one of those DMs that's like, never correct me in front of it. Please call me out if I forget some shit. I'm forgetful as shit.
You're good. I do the same thing. You guys correct me all the time, and I love it.
That's because you're a masochist. Anyway, so so we talked about. Oh my god.
That caught you off guard, didn't it?
Same. I sneezed. Anyway, so you're talking to Bella.
Yeah. How do I seduce a woman?
And
I don't normally do this.
And you're like, Bella kind of looks at you and looks at Chica, who's like lost in thought, off just nibbling on some breakfast.
Yeah,
stuff.
like Chica has like a decent charisma score, right? Like she's attractive.
Yeah, she's like a very, very like elegant looking tabaxi. Like think like snow leopard, and she like, well, it's simple garb, like, and very monk-esque in like how she dresses.
Yeah.
It's still very clean and elegant in its simplicity.
Okay, see what you described, thank God. I was like, am I breaking Knott's character by making him do this? I'm like, no, I could see him being at least crushing on Chica and using this as an excuse to try to flirt with her.
Listen, say what you will about the lords of this kingdom, but most of them are pretty fucking attractive. Roland was fucking ripped.
I know, as you were talking about him during our podcast section, you're like, God, his abs.
Shut up. Anyway, lower your voice.
Silence! Silencio!
Is it wrong for me to thirst after my own characters? Anyway, so, Bella, just kind of looks at her for a second before coming back to you. And she just kind of is like, the thing about going to seduce a woman is you can't be too aggressive. They'll pick up on that and they'll get turned off immediately. So, ask her some questions, see what's on her mind, and then ease in for the kill, like a viper. And she kind of does like a little snake swimmy swam thing with her hands.
When she says ease in for the kill, I pull out my dagger and give a quizzical look.
Bella immediately is like, oh, we love the energy. Maybe if you're trying to seduce her, don't threaten her. You want to, kill her with pleasure. You know what I mean?
I have never felt pleasure.
You know what? You know what? Why don't you just start by talking to her about her day? I will go with you and coach you as needed.
Hell yeah. Alright, so he does this. I wish I had my camera up so I could just like show you. But basically he does like a swagger, left and right arms just kind of lightly popping up and down. Finger guns towards Chica as he walks up, but does kind of an awkward, like, tries to lean on the statue right here, falls over, scrambles on the ground, gets up, leans on the statue, half-heartedly does the finger guns again, and just says, hello.
Chica definitely looks up at you like as if she snapped out of thought whenever you fell, and then she just kind of gives like a very sweet giggle. She's like, "Good morning. I see you're having an interesting day already."
Don't worry, I am not drunk. I merely am not capable of walking on this marble floor as a wooden puppet.
Ah, yes. And she kind of like bends over to look at your feet. I imagine you don't have a lot of friction. Perhaps if you'd be open to it, I and one of my researchers could help you with that.
Oh, spend time with you? Yeah, I could spend some time with you.
Bella, like, she kind of like leans a little awkwardly off to the side out of like Chica's vision, but gives like a very like tentative thumbs up.
Like,
and Chica,
good job.
Chica gives like another little giggle, and she's like, "Ah, that is quite a thought, but well," and she kind of grows sullen again. "I may be preoccupied for a good bit of today. We had some an unfortunate experience yesterday after the attack.
Oh, what happened?
That I need to see to. Well," and she like kind of turns back to her cup, and she's like kind of sulking over it. "It's the damnedest thing. There were all those specimens, the bodies that you and your friend had acquired after that sudden attack the other day. And I was asked by the king to do an investigation. And
oh, so you're smart as you are elegant looking. And he does that stumble over his words as well.
Yep, nope, it's totally in there. Totally canon. Make a persuasion check.
Oh wait, if I'm doing it for my boy, I should do physical. Nah, I'll just do that 'cause I already rolled. I'm not gonna be a bitch, just like, no, I don't know what the roll is. No. A 19.
19, okay. Chica is definitely taken aback by that, and she's like, "Oh my," and she kind of leans in a little bit, and she's like, "I don't suppose you'd be willing to let me take you apart sometime?"
Not quite literally takes a step back and trips again. Feet upwards as he then does that comedic cartoonish falling back down.
Oh yeah, very classy cartoon. That's hilarious.
As he's like, yeah, yes, whatever you need to do for your research. Anyways, you are a autopsy person? Cat thing?
Not entirely.
Noid?
She definitely gives a little frown at like that last bit of stumble, and Bella slaps her face into her hands. Okay, we can wrap this up in a second.
Oh, okay. Are Tabaxi not humanoids? I would say humanoid just says the bipedal ones, right?
Well, no, Tabaxi are humanoids. It's just like, it's something where, it's something about like Knott's line of questioning to like Chica basically being like, "You are a cat, right?" And she's just like, "Oh God."
Okay, I thought I made a mistake on my terminology. I was like, wait, did I mess up?
No. You as the player are fine. Not as the character is fucked.
Oh yeah, not is just kind of huh.
Chica gives like a little sigh, and she's like, "It looks like you'll need a lot of tutoring on my part. which I would normally love to indulge in, but... And she kind of, like, swirls her wine a bit. There's been a betrayal on my end. One of the corpses that was from yesterday is missing.
Could it be our zombie? Because if so, I do apologize. Old Joe just has a habit of doing that.
She goes, and as if, like, remembering old Joe is there, and she's like, oh, fascinating. And she kind of stands up and claps her, like, hands together and, like, kind of does a big circle around the zombie.
And then immediately realizing he just lost the attention the girl he was flirting with, he looks to Bella and just shrugs.
Bella kind of, like, does, like, a big, like, circle gesture with her arms towards Chica, and she's like, get in there.
Start running around her. I start running around the zombie too. I'm like, what are we looking at?
And you notice that Chica is kind of like looking, like peeling back the zombie's eyelids while holding up the head because it's still bobbing around on its broken neck, like peeling them back. He tilts
his head sideways to try to look it into the eyes. What are we looking for?
Oh, well, we're not looking for anything in particular. We're just observing. You see, and Chica is just kind of like nonchalantly talking as she's like inspecting.
As she does that,
zombie
Knott spins his head backwards to look at Bella, so he doesn't like have to move and alert Chica. He flips his arm backwards and gives a thumb up to Bella as he just kind of telepathically to Bella. As he gives like an excited heads up, like thumbs up, and then turns back to Chica with his head like, as she's like fully focused on the corpse.
But so you do that with Bella, who's just kind of like watching this whole scene from between her fingers. And Chica is like kind of just off the wall talking.
Fuck! I accidentally reset
like,
the goddamn browser.
Oh shit! You good?
No, yeah, sorry. No, I accidentally just hit refresh on the page, and it refreshed the Roll20. I'm like, oh Jesus Christ!
It's good. It's good. But so she's like, you see, one of the unfortunate things about well, some of the superstitions of this kingdom is that necromancy is not practiced like it used to be, and unfortunately, that means that we miss out a lot on what we could otherwise discover from some of these specimens because they don't get preserved. You understand?
You know,
and
as
so
a
this, and she kind of
as a warlock,
go ahead, sorry.
I was gonna say, as a warlock, I know what it, you know, like having magic that other people frown upon is like. It's quite unfortunate what could possibly be done.
At that, Chica finally turns her attention back to you, and you have her full like gaze as you're talking.
Yeah, but I know old Joe does the necromancy stuff. But you know, I mean, look at my puppets; they're alive, and I don't know why. It's like sorry, I just try to say I get it.
Do a general charisma check for me, with advantage.
Oh, okay. General charisma. I have like a +4 to my charisma, so 19 again.
She kind of like I said, she had stopped like mid-inspection in the middle of you talking to kind of like listen to you fully, and she gives you a bright, beaming smile. You know, at first I wasn't entirely sure what to make of you two, as, you know, we don't get a lot of, well, as an outsider to many of this kingdom's customs myself, I don't meet many kindred spirits. But I must admit, I'm quite fond of you both in finding kindred spirits in you two. And and she kind of like walks up to you, not in particular, and like puts a hand on your chin to tilt your face up towards her eyes. I must say I'm particularly fascinated by you.
He's just awkwardly gonna be like, I'm fond of you too.
She like holds your gaze for a minute with that same beaming smile, and she's like, if ever you find yourself up north with towards Njarkenhold, you both are welcome in my keep anytime.
maybe we could, discuss this more if maybe you want to, I guess we could go look for the zombies out in the town.
Seal the deal.
Yeah, if maybe you want to go to like an inn and we could go grab like a meal and talk about it, we could bring the zombie with us.
Oh, of course. Joe. And she like immediately like releases you entirely and turns her back to you. Will you be joining us as well? Seeing as this is your zombie, I would feel awful about taking him from you.
As she's facing you, Joe, I'm just like putting my hand over my neck like, no, please don't fucking come on my date.
Joe just looks and he starts nodding, sees Knott, and I've got something to do back in the forest. There's been an outbreak among some of the foxes, so I need to get back and check on that.
He's remember, we are the wardens of the forest, so after we came by to say hi to everybody, we were gonna do that, but luckily he can go do that while I discuss this with you, because of course not just potential, and he kind of clears his throat, allies or friends, also.
But surely you would be leaving together. Come, and she takes both of your hands without like at all letting you finish. I will personally see to you have a very nice send-off meal. Much better than this drivel anyway. She like looks disdainfully at
hold up the letter.
Table.
The king needs to see old Joe specifically. I tried not to be rude because I didn't want to bring up the king's like business, but the old Joe is busy. Like if it'd be it'd just be us. He is busy. He has to go speak to the king. As I slam the letter into old Joe's chest.
And I'm assuming that, like you said earlier, you did not tell Joe at all what was in the note.
Nope.
Previously, you only read it aloud for metagame purposes.
For metagame purposes, so, that's it.
Yep. So Joe, you've just now been told about this sudden audience with the king. How do you respond? Do you listen, or do you go like, no, you know what? I would love to have some brunch with you guys. Let's go have some brunch together as a throuple.
I don't have any facial features, but I wish I could have eyebrows to express my worry.
If you wanted, I would let you do a persuasion check with disadvantage just to like emanate the energy of please don't go with me. That old Joe, completely expressionless. Just for the bit.
Okay, with disadvantage, it is a 15 with persuasion.
Old Joe, I will.
So you get the vibe.
You, but yeah.
Okay,
I think
let me just get this. Okay,
yeah.
What did you need me to roll, Pickle?
You're not rolling anything.
No. It's something where.
I was trying to give off the vibe to you. I was just trying to give off a vibe check. I was basically just like giving off the nervous. Awesome.
Yeah. Always. At this point, old Joe is so used to not. He's just, as soon as he looks at you, he's like, okay. And then he, like, slammed the note into me, talking to the woman. He'll just grunt and I just need to go and speak to the king quickly.
Oh, well, of course. And she looks a little like confused at the like exchange that was just silently spoken between you two. But she just kind of shakes it off and she's like, well, I suppose if you're all right with me taking your companion, and she like affectionately pokes the head of the zombie, which lolls back on its broken neck, as well as your friend for a quick pint.
Awkwardly not waves to her when she gestures to him.
Yeah. But if you would be all right with me taking these both, I would be happy to return them to you before you all leave for the woods today. Though it will be unfortunate to see you go so soon in the festival.
Oh, Joe, just say of course. Just say of course.
Old Joe just agrees to that, and then he starts taking a gander, walking to the kitchen.
Oh, thank God. Okay, can we just fade the black? or towards the kitchen, just in just general direction. I think he's just trying to get away from us.
Okay,
I don't
so
know,
he's just like...
Actually, I've decided to do something.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll leave that to old Joe then. What we'll do for Knott, we'll just fade the black and say that they. Do you want me to roll a charisma check for our date, or do you want to flirt the entire 10 minutes?
You can do the actual RP. I think let's rather fade to old Joe. He's gonna go into the kitchen since it's daylight now and everybody's busy, and he's gonna cast magic at the soup with everybody in eyesight.
You're gonna cast what?
He's trying to make it as he's going to cast purify food and drink.
Oh, within sight of everybody.
Oh yeah, he's making it very obvious that he's going in.
What?
Okay, interesting.
What?
Interesting.
What?
Old Joe is an old grumpy bastard. He's doing it for a reason.
Wait, are we not killing the king anymore? Okay, whatever. I'm fucking a tabaxi right now, so I guess I don't care. But like,
Bella's over like twirling behind like Chica's like back, like yes, my boy, he got it.
yes, he's not gonna be a virgin forever.
So, with old Joe just suddenly walking off, Chica's like, I suppose that's all right then. Come on. And she excitedly like grabs your hand, Knott, full fingers intertwining and interlocking with each of yours. And then she also, with her other hand, grabs the zombie by the wrist, and she begins to kind of, like, not roughly, but still kind of like excitedly dragging you out of the throne room towards the town proper.
Not excited to have interaction that isn't old Joe and that he's not anxious about. Or gonna feel like he's about to get thrown out, because that's like, keep in mind, that's where a lot of his antisocial behavior comes from, and why he loves old Joe is that old Joe doesn't judge him for being a puppet. A lot of people have been scared of him, afraid of him, even chased him out of villages because they think he's like a demon, right? So like, something, while he's not a social man, something about Chica is very much caught his attention. So like, kind of given that, like, you know where they like do a jump and click their heels? He's gonna do that and then run off excitedly with Chica.
Oh my god, that's adorable. I love it. So
now we can just leave it with old Joe. So old Joe, if you like, until you have to leave, go ahead and do your stuff, and then me and Pickle can do whatever with Knott when you're done.
Well, don't worry. I have like what time? I guess we can play for like another 10-15 minutes maybe, because I know I'm trying to keep an eye on like the 30-minute thing. And if you need to go sooner than that, by all means, let us know, Gryph. It's no pressure whatsoever.
Oh yeah,
I have a very specific idea of how I want today's segment, but I also don't want to rush you guys. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, let old Joe do his thing, because I have no idea what he's doing.
He was going to kill.
He's casting purify food and drink, and after that, he's going to ask around for where that elven dude was staying.
Where Roland?
Are we not just killing the king? Are we throwing Roland under the fucking bus now? I thought we were just killing the king and bringing the ludic, but apparently I'm not even participating in my own twists.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
And then I would like to, if they do tell me about it, I'm gonna, in whatever room he stayed, I am going to cast Meld with Stone, moving throughout the castle, through the stone.
What? Why?
And then leaving the bottle of wyvern poison in his room.
You already used the wyvern poison on the soup, though.
I'm leaving the empty vial in his room.
But, wait, why are we doing this? It would have been so much easier if we just killed the fucking king. Why are we doing this? Like, on God, out of gate, what are you doing? Why are we doing this? Why? We had a plan, Gryph. Why are we going from the plan for no reason into something that's way harder?
I've always enjoyed the challenge. But no, there is an actual reason for it. Roland, let me just get my notes. I didn't want to kill the king. I still do. I'm still planning on it. It's just not going to be with the poison. I just want my notes from... Was it Roland? He was the elf guy that you were in the argument with in Roland, right?
Yeah, but he's also not a bad dude, which we already know. He's just a dickhead. We were planning on killing the king to put... That's the whole plan. Roland has nothing to do with it. We were trying to get the prince to be king. Where is this coming from? That's why I'm confused. This has nothing to do with the plan.
Honestly, I think old Joe might have just gotten a bit... That's... Because one of Joe's tenets is live and let live. And the king has been a dick, but he hasn't tried to kill him yet. He's like, maybe I'll just frame him. I'll be a bit of a dick back to Roland. Frame him for poison.
Not is as... I assume as constantly shooketh as Isaac, because I did not want to kill the king, and now we're no longer killing the king. I thought I was literally spent all night getting ready for something I didn't want to do.
You know what I'm interpreting this as? Old Joe has no, like, he does a thing where he listens to impulsive and intrusive thoughts, and then after the fact goes, oh, maybe that wasn't a good idea, and then he goes to correct it.
Yeah. So if you look at what his personality traits are, it's his isolation. So he gets ideas. If he was on his own, he would have probably just tried to drink the wyvern poison. I've done that before. So, yeah, he could have done that. But he is unfortunately a dark and bloodthirsty person that his isolation didn't help. So, his first thought when the king was being a dick was, I'll just get rid of all of them. And then later on, he's going, maybe I'll just be a bit of a dick back. Maybe not kill his entire family and all of his friends and all of his subjects.
I'm not even mad. I don't know what to do. So Knott's gonna go flirt with Chica, and then we're gonna go to the forest, I guess. We sowed seeds of doubt and then did not kill anyone. Let's go!
Old Joe is looking forward to when Knott comes back and no one dies. Like, he thinks that's a funny prank.
It would be so funny if Pickle's like, yeah, but they already served the soup. So you did that, and then people still fucking die!
Yeah, if I purified the wrong thing.
Because keep in mind, Pickle, he just said he purified a random thing!
Listen,
that's why I was losing my mind, because I was like, what the fuck? He just goes in the kitchen, he's like, purified that apple, purified that bread! So is the king gonna die? And we, because like, if he doesn't, that means the king still dies, and we're framing Roland, which then, it's like, whoa!
Yeah, so we get 2 wins for the price of 1.
So are you purifying the soup, or just a random piece of bread, then?
Yeah, like, I cast Purify on the water. I cast Purify on the bread.
Oh, so you go through and meticulously like purify every single bit of food in that kitchen, including the soup you meticulously poisoned.
No, I understand.
Just to show.
No, Pickle. He doesn't have enough. No, he doesn't
question.
have enough uses. 'Cause it's a spell,
No.
and that's one target. So he does it on the water, the bread, and then he's out of spell uses. He made it look like he's trying to save them, and then left the poison shit there for them to die.
Oh, I see. I'm tracking now.
That's why I am so shooketh by Gryph. My man is thinking 10 steps ahead of me.
I do fucking love it.
I did tell you that old Joe is a lot more than just my normal character.
Oh my god, I just...
It's that 20 in wisdom coming through.
Okay. So, here's what we're gonna say. Over the next 30 to 45 minutes, it's a big castle, and you're doing a lot. You make your way to the kitchen, and very similar to the night before, you bust open the door. The entire kitchen stops mid-array. They're getting ready. It's like, getting to be morning proper now. They're getting ready for the day's feast, starting with lunch and all that stuff. And you just go, You cast Purify Food and Drink on these two things, which of course incites several like scandalous gasps and stuff from the staff being like, oh, is someone trying to poison us? What in the world? And even Soup Guy, who was about mid-bite, ready to taste the soup for the last time before he was going to give the final approval to start distributing it, freezes mid-bite towards mouth.
Oh, drops the spoon.
So you...
And then he doesn't die. Gets distracted by old Joe. And so they still put the soup out. Good job, old Joe. High five.
So,
Old Joe,
you you do this display, and then I'm assuming that even though servants come up to you with questions being like, what's going on, you just ignore them. You make your way as best you can, asking for directions here and there, to Roland the Enchained's former bed chambers.
Yes, and if I run into Prince Lunik in that time, I will tell him that I've discovered a poisonous plot.
Oh my god!
Okay,
And you're gonna, are you seriously about to stealth, sleight of hand, the bottle as if you found it in the room? You are brilliant. You are brilliant.
We do love.
You're all weird.
So you fortunately don't see any noteworthy characters on your way to Roland's room. Maybe you, as you get a bit closer, you try to be a bit more stealthily and all that. You enter, it's completely abandoned. All of his possessions are gone. Even the windows are cracked open a bit to kind of let the room aerate so that way they can prepare it for the next guest that might come into that apartment. You know, summon ability will arrive late to the festival. What I want you to do, really quickly, is I want you to give me a perception check as you're like milling about the room, trying to find a good place to store the poison.
Okay, perception.
Yes.
So my perception's only +8, so that's dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Only +8. Fuck off. You motherfucker.
That works. You find a little tucked away corner in the room near the window where you are like, oh, this would be, if I was going to hide something, this would be a great place to do it. And then it looks, like a reasonable plant. So you bend over next to the window to go ahead and stash this empty vial of poison. And as you are rising up back from the planting of the poison bottle, something out the window catches your eye in the region below. This is facing towards the northwestern side of the castle, where you can see clearly the gate and even some guard barracks that are just within the castle walls, clearly meant more so for letting people who are changing shifts on the guard gate come on and off duty. And you see a humped woman enter into the guard shack and close the door.
And you just hear, finally the whore's here.
Joe
we'll
just
cut back
shrugs his shoulders like, don't know her, no problem. Don't know her, don't care about the guards, drugs.
You know what? Okay. I'm sorry to interrupt, but you know what would be so funny is, I'm calling this out because if I'm right, I want it to be called out, is that there's yet another assassination plot that Pickle's trying to do. And we're gonna kill the king before her BBEG could. And so this turns away from Ascension and sieges and the forest and all that to just us fucking the BBEG every time again.
Honestly, at this point, I'm starting to think we're the BBEG.
What if we are?
Yeah. Before we get to that and that fuckery, we are gonna cut really quickly to Chica and Knott inside what Chica hurriedly explained is one of her favorite taverns in the town, the Drunken Knoll.
Oh, hi.
And you see this older knoll.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah, you see a drunken knoll. It's good. You see this the whole scene before you is, it's still early, so there's not a ton of people, but there seem to be some people scattered about here and there, you know, some guards off duty, lounging on the bar, where this older looking male gnoll is, you know, cleaning some tankards. There are 2 hunters in the back, surrounded by 4 dogs, each laid faithfully out on the floor next to them as they look over some scrolls spilled out onto the table in front of them. There's a regular from the night before who is drunken out, passed out in the far corner. And Chica just kind of like waves you to the nearest table to go sit.
Knott awkwardly sits next to her, but then the zombie sits in his lap, and he's like, "Oh fuck!" And then he has to like move the zombie to the side.
Fantastic.
Wow. This is a tavern.
She kind of chuckles and she's like, "Yes, I come here all the time. See, me and Timothy," and she gives the barkeep a little wave, and he waves back and starts getting ready to tankards. "We go way back. He grew up with me quite a bit up in the northeastern part of the region.
Old friends, huh?
But, well, some might call it an old flame, but that's ancient history. Nothing to talk about there, really."
Oh, not kind of just like in his head is like noted.
And Chica like gives you a like another like bright smile, trying to like push back, you know, like past that awkwardness kind of thing.
You know what, Knott will do that. Knott will just nudge her, and it's like, I can see. Oh fuck! Hold on. What was I gonna say? It was. Hold on. I had something planned. It was perfectly awkward but cute. Hold on. It was. Oh, I could see. He has good taste, and just lightly nudges her.
Make a perception check with disadvantage.
With disadvantage. There we go.
Mm-hmm. You're distracted with Chica.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm just like, oh god, I'm not gonna get it then. That's a 7 after everything.
Oh. You have no idea then. As Chica kind of gets the conversation flowing again with some very casual banter about her childhood up in the north, her, you know, interest in research and how she, you know, has struggled against being a bit of an outlier compared to the other lords because she has this intense fascination with science and magic. And just when you think it would be an appropriate time to go ahead and try to lay on the honey a bit more thickly, the table in the back of the room between the 2 hunters catches fire.
Oh, Jesus.
And you see the magic swirl and consume the table into a mini tornado as a gate opens with 3 dryads spilling out, and you can see more waiting on the other side as you peek through the gate to spill out into it as well. And the glamour of the hunters drop to reveal 2 of the assassins, much like the ones you encountered the other day. In fact, you're certain one of them is the one who got away, because surrounding him are not dogs, but the 4 displacer beasts that escaped as well. And we'll see you guys next week.
Should I cast Detect Magic?
That's the fucking thing I wanted to end on. Nope, that's the session. Fuck you. That's the session. We're leaving it on that note.
No, damn, you missed my joke. I said, should I cast Detect Magic? As if there's not obviously magic there.
He's gonna go primal savagery, and you may have gotten the tabaxi, but I'm getting 2 dryads.
Hey, you ain't here, old Joe. That's the worst part. It's me and Chica.
Yep, bitch. You guys split the motherfucking party. You can deal with it.
You forgot, old Joe.
No idea.
You were dealing in politics. There's no such thing as a combat area.
Yeah, here's the thing, though. What's Knott's range on his telepathy?
Fucking really far. Not like it's like 200 feet. It's meant to go across the map, not a goddamn castle. I could send Bella, Shodel, and R to run to you, and that's it.
No,
we have to
as soon as
survive.
I'm done. Yeah, as soon as I've already done my part, so I'll just send, because I don't know where you are. I'll just animal messenger, and there we go. I'll send you a message, and send me a message back with the animal.
Imagine mid-fight, an owl swoops in. It just says, "Where you at?" I take the time to respond. In, attacked, help, you up? Send owl
Or I
back.
could just, locate creature.
Oh my god! But yes,
That
yes.
would give old Joe that old timely, like he always knows everything. He knows where you are at all times.
Fair enough. But thank you so much, Pickle, for a wonderful session today. And if you like that video and like to see more content, please drop a like and subscribe to Wolfer28, or give us a follow and a rating on both Spotify and iTunes as Bardic Logs. Thank you very much, and we hope to see you next time.